because when we drop the dream, when we drop the idea of how something should be, how it should look, the dream normally arrives. So once we just understand what the belief is, it's not going to disappear like that, but it will start to slow down and it will start to break down. And over time, you can start to shift that perception that you have about things. And then you've taken the pressure off yourself. You know, like local friendships, right? Local friends, once you take that pressure off, that a lot of expats will have expat friends and it's okay. There is nothing wrong with you. You know, it's like, oh, okay, there's nothing wrong with me. I'm not doing anything wrong. And instantly you just feel better. But in order to get to those beliefs, we need to set in place actions and need to have some level of commitment to where you're living now in order to get clarity, in order to know. And even at the end of it, maybe you'll realize that you don't want to live there anymore. And that's okay. But first of all, we need to start doing the work in order to investigate what's coming up for you.
Makes sense. How do you do that? Like, how do you organize your day? Like, I'm curious about how is your normal day, work day look like? Do you have a lot of like one-on-one calls, or you have like group calls with multiple people at the same time? How is the work done?
Yeah, so I have one-on-one clients, and that's my focus right now. But yeah, interestingly, you mentioned about the group thing, because that's something that I'm bringing out very, very soon, because I realize that there's one key element, which is the community. And I really, really believe in group coaching, because you don't have just one mirror, which is the coach. You have all these other people who are going to be teaching you and also bouncing things off you. And when we realize as well that, you know, it's not just country specific, a lot of the expat problems that people have are just expat problems globally. It's a human thing. It's not people in Paris have this and people in Athens have this. It's very much, you know, obviously there's place specific issues, but that tends to be more administrative and things like that, or maybe political. But the human side of it, the feeling lost, aloneness and stuff, that's just like a shared thing. And I think just taking that stigma out of it takes the pressure off instantly. And people can share and bounce ideas off and create more of a community and go through the process of learning and feeling settled and trying to feel at home in themselves with other people. So yeah, that's something that's cooking.
Nice.
I'm excited to bring that out. Yeah.
Maybe when the episode goes out, because it takes some weeks, it's already there. So maybe you can check.
Yeah.
If any of the listeners is interested, they can check it out directly. I also wanted to ask you, because you are very active in social media, actually. Like, you have quite a lot. I mean, you post, you do stories nearly every day, if not every day. You're like having posts. You're pretty active in there. So, how much of your current work is also right now, not only the one-on-one calls and the coaching part, but like, I don't know if calling it self-promotion or marketing, like, or like helping also in a more like open way in social media.
Yeah, I mean, it's marketing, and it's also how I get my clients, because I'm only on Instagram right now.
Okay.
But you know, like the whole reason why I wanted to do this in the first place is to help other people, and I really love writing as well. So it's just a way of, you know, sometimes it does get overwhelming and you can have like a mental block, a writer's block kind of thing, and we run out of creativity. And then I remind myself why I started this to begin with, and it's really just to kind of share things. I don't want people to feel alone. I don't want people to feel like they're the only one who's struggling through this, and just knowing that they have that little bit of reassurance is really good. But yeah, I'm on Instagram. I love I love Instagram platform, although it's very glitchy right now. But
yeah, cool, very nice. Maybe the last question, because before we close the episode, and well, of course, afterwards, I would like to share your channels, and I would like you to see where listeners can find you. But what is the joy that you have behind coaching? Like what do you feel it's the part that keeps you motivated to continue coaching with people?
I love this question. It's like a coaching question. I feel like I'm being coached. Um,
Sorry about that.
no, it's great. I really do love talking to people. I love just like the building that connection and knowing that I'm just helping someone to ease their pain a little bit. And um, if I can show them that they don't have to be like that, like, as in they don't have to be sitting in the pain, and that there is kind of like an empowered and a feeling on the other side of this, that's great. And like at the same time when I'm coaching people, I also gain something from that. From I learn things about myself as well, so it's not just like a one-way thing. It's
Mm-hmm.
a partnership. And yeah, just being able to be to understand people and understand how the mind works as well. And yeah, have that level of connection with someone and knowing that they're putting their trust in me as well, which is great. I just really love the feeling that I get when I'm coaching someone.
Nice. So yeah, before closing the episode, I suppose one of the most important parts is where can listeners find you? You said that right now it's Instagram, but what is the handle right now? What is your profile name basically?
Yeah, it's Anna Roberts Coaching. Very simple. And yeah, only on Instagram. Well, I'm on LinkedIn as well, but I'm not very present. I'm very present on Instagram, as you mentioned. So yeah, Anna Roberts Coaching. And I always say my DMs are open if anyone has any queries.
Perfect. So yeah, you know where to find Anna. Yeah, of course the links are always in the description of the episode, so you can go directly to Instagram. And if you're searching for a coach and you're interested after listening to this episode and you feel you resonate with the work that Anna is doing, just DM her directly. Just said that it's open to everyone, so don't over spam her too much though. Thanks a lot, Anna. It has been a pleasure.
Yeah,
Getting
thank
to
you. I've
know you a
enjoyed
bit
it.
better. Thanks a lot. And yeah, I hope some of the listeners will contact you, and if they do, you can just hopefully they say that they are coming from here. But I hope that people enjoyed this episode also.
Thank you.
You've been listening to Expat Experts, the podcast that takes you around the world through the stories of those who've lived it. Subscribe now to YouTube and your favorite podcast platform, and stay tuned for more inspiring interviews.
If you liked this short video out of the full episode, you can find the link to it around here and in the description below. Of course, if you are also interested in checking out other episodes, please subscribe and like.